Kings and the Lord of Lords, whose manifest presence is here with us. How many believe that? Amen. And if God's presence is here, we don't want to be anywhere else. Because we know this, when God shows up, when God's presence comes within us and is around us, He changes our lives forever and ever. And when you raise a banner, you're telling the whole world what's up. Today we're telling the whole world, God, you're in this place. You're here. Your presence is here. We're so grateful, Father, that your presence is here, changing us, rearranging us, and making us in the image of the living God, Jesus. To talk like Jesus, to walk like Jesus, to love like Jesus, to forgive like Jesus. Thank you, Lord, we raise our banners. from the inside out. And the world will try to change you from the outside in. The world tries to change from the outside in, and so much so that we change behavior and then it somehow would come into us. But the gospel is different. See, Jeremiah says, the heart above all is wicked. All of us. David the psalmist says, at birth my heart was wicked and evil. But then the prophet Ezekiel says this, I will give you a new heart. Turn to your neighbor and say, new heart. And Christ comes within us when we receive Him today. You can receive Him today by a simple prayer of faith. Do we just cry out for God? You would repent, turn from your sins, says, Lord, I'm a sinner. Lord, I'm wretched. I've failed and I've messed it up. But you would say, Lord, give me a new heart. And when that happens, there's a transformation on the inside that's genuine that begins to change the way you talk, the way you love, the way you forgive, the way you are good to others. From this transformation that starts on the inside, and this is the song we're going to sing, from the inside out.
Your mercy remains. Should I stumble again, I'm caught in your wisdom everlasting. My soul, I'll give you control. Consume me from the inside out. Oh, let justice and praise become my embrace. To love you from the inside out.
for this church and for the good news of the gospel that today God is changing you. No matter how many times you've fallen, no matter how many times you fell short, God is changing you from the inside out. And as we yield to the power of Christ, we begin to be transformed into the image of Christ. Amen? Let's pray. Lord, we thank you, Father, that you are transforming us from the very inside out. We thank you, God, that your presence is even here with us. That you're doing unbelievably amazing things in each and every one of us. We thank you, God, that your everlasting love is here with us, will always be with us, and that we cannot run from your love, that it is chasing after us. It's relentless towards us. And we say, thank you, Father, that this is the grace of God, the favor of God, that the love of God is everlasting, reaching towards us, changing us from the inside out, renewing us, shaping us, rearranging us. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. And all God's people say, Amen. Amen. Do this. Turn to a couple of people. Tell them, man, I'm so happy to see you. Man, just turn to a few people and we'll get going with the rest of our service. Go ahead.
Good morning. Morning. Good morning. Morning. How are you? Welcome back here. Good morning.
Well, as you can tell, there's people moving in and out. If you have a child, we have Discovery Town. We have a great nursery in the back. We also have Discovery Town Children's Ministry out there. If you're a junior or senior high, you can come outside these doors, make a right, and make another right. That's actually where we're having student ministry. You can go there now and be dismissed. A couple of announcements, but before we do that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Pastor Matt. I'm the campus pastor here at CLC North. For those of you that have seen the name change, you realize it says North instead of Pickwood. Some say, why are you guys always changing it? Why are you changing it? We're changing our name from CLC Pickwood to CLC North because we actually believe that God is expanding our church. Amen? We actually believe that in this church, God is expanding our ministry, and so we want to reach the northern counties of the Miami Valley. We want to reach Covington. We want to reach Troy. We want to just extend to the northern population this good news of the gospel. We want to bring CLC Dayton, which is our main campus over at Little York Road. We have 4 campuses. Bring it here and then continue to grow and expand. And as we do that, we see that God has given us many other opportunities as well, especially to go overseas. For those of you who don't know this, the CLC supports over 100 missionaries financially. And we've been primarily in Africa, but we're stepping across the seas and going to Zambia. And actually, we have a mission trip this year. If you would like to go, then on the back of your bulletin, you can fill that out. Let us know that you would like to go, and we'll get you in the steps to go through that. For those of you who are new here, we would love you to fill out the back portion of that bulletin as well. There's a tear-off portion. For those of you whose information has changed, feel free to renew your information there. And so, God is expanding our ministry, and you would say, you know what, Zambia is too far. You know, I can't go to Zambia, I can't go to Africa, but some of you may need to take the next step in your faith. So that's why on September 13th, so you never say September 13th, we're having water baptisms. Jesus was baptized. Jesus said those who believe and are baptized will be saved. In the Old Testament, if you remember, the people of Israel were leaving slavery, and they were separated through a body of water called the Red Sea, and they were separated from their sins in that so-called water baptism. If you remember Noah, he was separated from the world through some water. And so water speaks of separation. And if you're here today, so you know, I've committed my life to Christ, and maybe you were baptized when you were a kid, and you don't remember your baptism, this is your time. And so you can fill out the back portion of that tear off. You can also fill out there and say, you know what, I'd like to be baptized. You know, baptism is an outward illustration of what's happened on the inside. When we've received Christ, we've died to sin, and we're alive unto God. And that's exactly what water baptism is all about. You know, we believe that God is continuing to grow our ministries and do all these great things, and we've actually had over 40 baptisms in the last year. Put our hands together for that. Yeah. And along with that, we're continuing to grow and even outgrowing this space at our new location at... Some of y'all are like, I hate it when he does that. He always makes it, every service he makes us quote it. But you're going to be thanking me when you're driving around and somebody says, hey, what church do you go to? 8654 North County Road 25A. That's what you're going to say. And so you're going to be thanking me. It's also exit 83. It's also across from Paul Sherry Chrysler. I want to just personally say thank you. And the people I'm saying thank you to aren't necessarily the people that are there every night. I'm saying thank you to all the spouses. I'm saying in front of my wife, she's standing right there, thank you. Thank you to all you spouses who say, you know what, I'm going to let my husband go every night or a couple of nights a week because you're making it happen with us. Some of you feel like single parents at home. Some of you are saying, why are you always going to that building? Let me just tell you, we believe in family. And so we want you we encourage you to do what you're doing at home. But thank you so much for allowing those people that have come. We're actually making a lot of progress because of your sacrifice, moms and wives and family members. You're making those sacrifices. Let me just show you what you're sacrificing for. Let's watch this video.
Hey guys, how we doing? We're back this week with another Mythbusters.
Not that one.
Do this one.
What's up, guys? So glad you could join us here at the new location at 8050 North Road 25A. Let me just take you on a journey as we check out where we are in the building process. So as you can see, right here is our Discovertown Children's Ministry area. If you want to see what they look like, come on and follow me. This is our largest children's ministry area. This is actually where the elementary schoolers are going to be. And so we've got half the walls up because we have inspections that are coming up. Be praying for that as they come and inspect our studs and our work and finish up what we're doing. So it may not look like much, but we spent countless hours trying to put this family bathroom in here. So this is actually essential for a code, for an occupancy permit, so we can start having services in here. But here you're going to be able to change your kids, parents, also families. You can take your kids to the bathroom all at once. How cool is that? So I want to show you here, this is our parent room. For you parents that, you know what, you're in the middle of the service and you're trying to pay attention, but your kid just goes crazy like my kid does, this is the perfect place for you. You can come in here and hang out with your infant or child, you can nurse mothers, or you can hang in here, watch the service, and have a special room for you and your kid. So right here, we've got our discipleship classroom, student ministry. You're going to be meeting right here. We've taken these partitions, we've reformatted them, spent countless hours getting them ready. They're going to be painted. We need your help to do that. They're actually sanding them right now. And so midweek programming, when we launch that in January, we're talking about midweek discipleship and all that good, awesome stuff is going to be using these classrooms right here. So we are standing in our new worship center. In this room, lives are going to be changed. In this room, people are going to be set free. In this room, people will have a relationship with Christ. And so this is it. We've actually got the first layer of drywall and the first layer of mud done. We actually have to do one more whole layer of drywall, one more whole layer of mudding, and then we can pass inspections, and then we can come in here and paint, and we can do the same thing on the other side. That's what's happening right here in this place. This is our brand new sign. And actually, we've had some faithful volunteers who come together and put this together, this sign that they welded together. This is our new sign. If you notice, it says COC North. By the way, that's an announcement for you. Today, we're renaming our campus to CLC North. Why? So that we can reach Covington, we can reach Troy, we can reach a greater region of the northern Miami Valley. And so we're doing great things. God is expanding our ministries. So as you can tell, there's going to be a lot of work done. Here's what we're asking you to do. 1, pick one night of the week, starting at 6:30 p.m. 2, to pick all 4 Saturdays, to take the next 4 Saturdays. We have 4 Saturdays to get in here, to get into this building for our grand opening on September 13th. Some of you say, why build a building? Let me just tell you, we can have midweek programming starting in January. Let me just tell you, we can have multiple services, which means more souls. We can be a lighthouse to this entire community with a permanent building, and we can utilize all the energy that we faithfully have put 5 years of setting up and tearing down church into more souls and less chairs. So, we need you. This is going to take everybody. Turn to your neighbor and say, we can do it. Turn to your neighbor and say, it's going to take all of us. All right, guys, God bless you. We can't wait to get in this worship center on September 13th. Let's rock.
Hey guys, how we doing? We're back this week with another Mythbusters. Hope you enjoyed last week's. I'm Aaron. This is Pastor Jacob. Pastor Jacob, what myth do we have in store for us today?
Absolutely, Aaron. There's nothing I love more than a watermelon during the summer, but I hate it when I never have a knife. And so the myth today is, can we cut a watermelon using only a rubber band?
I like it.
And so you guys sit back, you guys get ready and watch, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this watermelon. As you can see, clearly this myth has been proven true. It might not be the best use of your time, but Aaron, we have another myth for everyone today. And obviously, if I take this balloon and I take this torch and I turn it on and I light it and I put the torch to the balloon, it's going to do what? Pop, right? Well, there's a myth going around that if I take the same balloon, fill it with water, and hit it with the same torch, it won't pop. So we're going to test that out today. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to ask you to sit down.
Okay.
We're going to take the water balloon. If you wouldn't mind, Aaron, just holding this water balloon above your head. We want to make sure you guys can see this, and so we're going to get an open flame for you guys. All right, Aaron's going to hold that above your head. We're just going to give you a nice little test here. You can see the flame is on it. It's burning, and yet for some reason it is not busted. Just to be sure, we're going to take the torch. We're going to see if the torch is Alright, Aaron, so put that right above your head again. Let's test this out again. Alright, so it's kind of a little squirty. It's melting it a little bit. So clearly, that myth is a true myth. But there's one more myth I have to ask. Is it safe to do any myths with me? And the answer to that is no. Hey, that's all the myths we have for you guys today. Pastor Stan is coming forward and he's getting ready to bust another large church myth. Enjoy service today.
Well, we are busting myths all weekend long. We hope you like that water motif. And in case you're wondering what I do with that watermelon in the fridge, now you know. We're glad to have all of you at our campuses and as well as our Saturday night location at the West Auditorium. Boy, way to go, CLC Piqua, now CLC North. Your remodeling project is coming along. Thanks for all your work. It won't be long, and wow, what a change that's going to make. And South, your first week in your new location. Give it up for CLC South. And Fairfield and Beaver Creek now, you're having a family reunion with having everybody there for the first time in what, almost 2 years? And Little York, we're glad to have all of you that couldn't make it on Sunday because of your work schedules. We've kind of made this production run especially for you, as well as usually at our campuses. So thanks for being part of that on Saturday night, and we'll see you soon. We're all together at our grand opening weekend in September. This weekend, we're continuing our series on myth-busting big church. And the myth we want to bust this week is that big churches only care about us, that we're somehow selfish. That is not true. In fact, studies validate that because people tell themselves myths about large churches, that they're not as passionate in their faith, that they don't believe the truth like they ought to, that they don't live it out. Well, studies show the reverse is true. And when it comes to being self-absorbed, not true at all. People in large churches tend to be generous and unselfish, and they serve. There are 28% more people who tithe in large churches than small. Almost a third of the people more give 10% of their income and beyond to declare God's lordship over what they have over their lives. Likewise, in larger churches, 20% more people tend to volunteer in their community through the ministries of their church, like Love Dayton. And then finally, in large churches, 28% more people in large churches than small churches volunteer in charity work in their community not connected to their church. So the whole idea of wanting to make a difference in the city and then giving their time and resources to that takes root. It's not just what the church does, but what else can I do? And so being charitable is part of the heart of large churches. I heard a joke that somebody said, yeah, I do charity work. I volunteer my opinion every day. We're not talking about volunteering your opinion, right? We're talking about giving your time, giving your resources to make a difference. And if you turn to your bulletin or the app for the outline, this week the first point says our mission supports this observation that people at larger churches, certainly at CLC, are unselfish and give and serve. If you know our mission, say it with me. It's to know God, to be His people, to value others, and to change our world. And that mission has been lived out over the last several years in what we call our God-sized vision. We launched it in September of 2008, and it went for 7 years, and I first drew it on this board. And it's building the church, changing our world, a God-sized vision for CLC. It starts from Acts 1:8, where God says the Holy Spirit will come upon us. Christ said that. We'll have power to be His witnesses in Jerusalem. That's where you work, where you eat, where you shop, where you live. And then spreading out across Judea. That's going out across the countryside. It's church planting, or for us, church campuses. And then you've got Samaria. It's a cross-cultural experience. That's investing in our inner city partner churches. And then finally, uttermost parts of the earth, we give to over 100 missionaries, 150 missionaries and relief organizations around the world, and invest heavily in our African partnerships. Well, that kind of generosity goes hand in hand with that part of our mission that says to value others. And when you value people by serving and by giving, you're going to help change the world one person at a time. Giving, being generous, is also good for you as a person. I mean, think about the time that somebody gave and valued you, how good it felt. It's even better for the person who gives. Studies that were cited by AmericanCharities.org said that when you give to another person, there's a physiological response. Your brain's pleasure and reward centers light up as if you were the recipient of the good deed, not the giver of the good deed. I can think back to when Joyce and I and Jonathan and Lauren went out on the Love Dayton Day, and Chuck and Vicki Zipke oversaw our